Findings reveal that human papillomavirus (HPV) is the most common sexually transmitted infection worldwide. HPV infection is a viral infection that commonly causes skin or mucous membrane growth. That is what. Some can cause cervical cancer, among others.
Is that the most terrible and dangerous strain of the virus is responsible for the cancer of the cervix, cancer of the vulva, cancer of the penis, and other genitalia. So for those ones, it can easily be noticed. Quite unlike some symptomatic viral infections like gonorrhea, when people contact it, they know they will go for treatment. But because most of often this one is not not symptomatic, people do not know until much later in their life when it start causing some other problems like of course the ones we are talking about, and then the cancers. So it's one of the commonest sexually transmitted infection, and you can count the number of sexually active men and women that do not have the virus.
A year ago, the wife of the governor started a massive campaign on cervical cancer, free cervical cancer screening and the treatment, sponsored totally by the wife of the governor and WHO and the Child Educating Health as Access Initiative. In the process, we found a lot of women that were positive, almost less than 1.3% positive case on that, and them on the early stages of it, of these diseases have been treated.
Experts add that with over 100 types of HPV, its vaccination will go a long way in preventing the spread.
Since it is sexually transmitted, it can be transmitted from man to woman and woman to man. Therefore, if you want to eliminate it, the cure has to be on both sexes. It doesn't cause infertility. And I think it's one of the mildest vaccine because even people that took it, the inflammatory effect that follows most immunizations is very much less, in human papillomavirus. What is important is our people's awareness, and then the availability and cost.
What National Primary Healthcare want to do now, the Federal Minister of Health, is to distribute it in the places that you can go and receive your normal routine immunization. So they are releasing it to the states in phases. So by next year, we're going to get our own, and at no cost to people.
As Nigeria prepares to roll out HPV vaccine across the nation, it is equally important to establish strong accountability mechanisms, including robust monitoring and evaluation framework that highlight progress.
Most often, I would say that our people, either due to ignorance or they do not prioritize things, every parent should think of immunizing their young girls before the age of about the age of 9 and 13 or thereabouts. I think that's one of the greatest package you can give your child.
How aware are people about HPV?
I don't know anything about HPV.
Human papilloma virus vaccine. Have you heard of it?
I don't think I've heard of it. A vaccine against cervical cancer. So the last time the federal government rolled out plans to give girls of between 9 to 14 years of age. So I would say thumb up to the government for doing that.
Medical experts say human papilloma virus vaccine provides long-lasting solution or protection for the infection. But behavioral patterns should also be put into consideration. One should avoid multiple sexual contacts. In Oka, Chinyere Fesi Okoye, reporting for Dateline 360.